Hey, Taurus. How you all doing? This is your first half of March general love reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If this doesn't resonate, please check the other signs. And if someone could timestamp this as to when I actually start the reading, that would be appreciated. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading for Taurus. All right, so let's just do this. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. Let me ask. Why is the sun currently? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my gosh. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Let's see why we need to timestamp this. Why is the sun Okay. Okay, Taurus. You all are really fighting for something right now. You have the sun with the Emperor. Okay. You have that with the Seven of Wands. So, okay. Now, how I'm looking at this is that first you have these two people together, kind of going about, just being happy, running through sunflowers. Then you have this guy sitting here by himself. The Emperor is also Taurus energy as well, with the sun behind him. I feel like there's something you're putting behind you. There's, the hopes of something becoming more than what it is. Maybe you're moving on from this person. You imagined you two together, but I really get that strongly. And I think it's because, you all, let me clarify the Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands clarifying the sun with the Emperor? Why is the Seven of Wands clarifying the sun with the Emperor? Please, angels and spirit guides. Why is the Seven of Wands clarifying the Emperor? Why is the Seven of Wands clarifying the Emperor? It's too much. Why is the Seven of Wands clarifying the Emperor? Okay. Page of Wands again. All right. Yeah, see, you all have made a decision because you have the Two of Swords reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse, King of Cups reverse, and then you have the Nine of Wands and Seven of Wands. So see, it starts at the Seven of Wands. Like, you really fought for this to work, but it wasn't, the idea of it was beautiful, but it just couldn't grow because you all weren't, you know, feeding the idea. You weren't nurturing this ace to grow. Okay. So promises weren't kept. I just got that. Promises weren't kept. And so because those promises weren't kept, now, you know, either you've made a decision to move on or this person's made a decision about you to move on. And you have the King of Cups reversed. So I said, like, some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Leo, Aries. But I get Leo and Cancer very strong. And this person, you could be, yeah, or generally a water sign. This person may have been too emotional for you, too emotionally controlling too, like manipulative. And that's what I think, like, you kind of like felt like, okay, I gotta get out of this. You know, because now, see how you were fighting? Now you're wounded from doing all that fighting. But it's still the bear of the situation is that it's like figuring out how to move on from this. How to put the past behind you. You know? And so then you have the Ten of Cups with the High Priestess. So this is, you know, a very loving situation, a very loving relationship. But with the High Priestess there, let me clarify this. Why is this? Okay. Damn. The Five of Pentacles and the Tower. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out. And the Tower is two people falling to the ground because lightning struck. And the foundation of this was not right. So the tower easily fell down. I think that you and this person are realizing that this situation was not built off of, you know, it was all good up in your head, but actually doing it and actually living or working together day to day on this relationship, it's just gotten to be too much. It was a fantasy almost. This Five of Pentacles, like some of you could be, and the Tower, like you all literally could be leaving the house. Moving from a situation. The High Priestess is also Taurus energy as well. See the horns? I think you all are still dealing with a lot of past issues too from your previous relationships that maybe gave you some insight as to how this was going to go. And so you're just choosing to like get out of there before it goes bad, before things go south. So then you have the Queen of Wands, like I said, Leo, woman, or with the Four of Pentacles, Taurus energy as well. I don't think that either one of you is willing to change. I think that both of you feel confident in where you're standing at. And so that's why it brings you to this Three of Swords with the Two of Wands being at a crossroads. About, like, yes, this hurts. I don't think that you all necessarily want, you all to be with anyone else. Let me clarify this. Two of Wands with the Three of Swords. Why is this Two of Wands here with the Three of Swords for Taurus love life? Why is this Two of Wands here to clarify the Three of Swords for Taurus's love life? Why is the Three of Swords here with the Two of Wands for Taurus? Why is the Three of Swords here with the Two of Wands for Taurus? Wow. The Three of Swords. Here, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords. You all have gone through this over and over and over again. This is not a new situation. You all have been going through this. What's funny is you have the Eight of Wands with the Five of Cups. Actually, it was like this. So it's like Spirit's encouraging you to move on from this feeling of disappointment. Like right now you're feeling very disappointed that things aren't panning out the way that you expected it to. I still see you lingering, though. I still see you waiting, like you're waiting on this person to change their mind. I think that Ten of Cups is talking about, like, you still, like, are imagining this relationship with them, like this perfect relationship. And I think that this High Priestess is here, though, because intuitively you know that it's not going to work. Because you're feeling very left out right now. Like something's going on and you don't know it, or it. I almost see her watching them. Maybe this person's with someone else. That's why you have the Three of Swords here twice. I'm getting that too. You have more Taurus energy over here. You have the Four of Cups, Taurus, with the Wheel of Fortune. Let me clarify this. Why is this Four of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune? Why is this Four of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune? Why is this Four of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune? Why is this Four of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune? It's too many. Why, just one card, please. Angel, Spirit guide. Why is this Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Cups? Knight of Swords. Got the Knight of Swords clarifying the Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Cups. Gemini energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. I feel like you still think that this person is still going to come around. Like you're waiting on this person. Like waiting on your knight in shining armor. Because what's funny is there's a white horse coming in for them. And there's this Knight of Swords coming in on a white horse as well. The Wheel of Fortune talks about things coming back around, karmic cycles, relationships, things coming around. I feel like you're still waiting on them to come back around. Because it's funny how the Three of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands with the Three of Swords. The Two of Wands, I feel like, is, you know, the person who is stuck on the other person still sitting there like, maybe this will work, you know, maybe this will be fine. And the other person is kind of like, there's a duality to the situation. On one hand, everything can be beautiful, but on the other hand, it just doesn't work for one of you. All right, so let's pull a ooh, I said I wasn't going to do that slamming stuff anymore, my bad. Let's pull a Doreen Virtue Oracle card. Let's leave you all with a message on how to, this is resonating for you, like how you can move on with this. The Spirit is definitely encouraging you to move on from this energy or situation. What messages do you have for Taurus, Spirit? What messages do you have for Taurus? What messages do you have for Taurus? In love for the first half of March. What messages do you have? Oh, okay, that's a lot. All right. I'm going to go with these two because these popped out first. So first we have finances, and then you have relationships and epiphanies. Interesting, right? So let's read finances first, okay? Because I know Taurus is all about that shmoney. All that shmoney moves. Okay. This card signals a change in your financial situation. Please don't allow yourself to assume that this is a negative reversal. The only reason why you would feel afraid is because the ego associates change with fear. Yet this card heralds a reward for diligent work you've done and are committed to continuing. Through the effective spiritual law of cause and effect, efforts always yield corresponding results. This also means that if you haven't been actively putting in effort, your financial returns will reflect this. Happily, though, you do have the power to change your finances for the better by taking the steps that you are divinely guided to. Keep your thoughts elevated because positive thoughts really do create beneficial financial changes. Additional meanings: good timing to ask for a raise or promotion, starting a new business, reducing expenses, caution about whom you enter into business agreements or sign a contract with, an investor, an inheritance, winning a settlement, a favorable outcome, and graduation and settled debt. So that's interesting. I'm sure that some of you needed to hear that. Maybe this situation is taking away from what you need to focus on financially. Maybe that's why the Emperor is sitting here like, I'm putting this behind me. I'm going to focus on what I need to focus on. That could be it. Realizations and epiphanies. Now this one I think is major. The changes that you are experiencing are influenced by internal processes. You've been recognizing important truths, and now you're questioning parts of your life that you once took for granted. You've arrived at some new insights that are making you reconsider your previous choices. Once you felt comfortable, what you once felt comfortable with now makes you uncomfortable. You receive this card as acknowledgement of this development and also as guidance to take your time in making life decisions and adjustments. Do your research, get support, and adopt the changes you feel ready. After all, you don't want to increase your stress levels with any radical shifts you're not prepared for. Now that you've had these realizations, you'll make positive changes at a natural, healthy pace. And your new outlook will lead the way without stress or worry. Additional meanings: meditation, spiritual path, channeling, growing apart in relationships. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Meditation, a spiritual path, channeling, growing apart in relationships. So I think you all are realizing some things. I think that it's difficult, but I think that I really feel like this is you putting this behind you. Like, that doesn't mean that this won't come back around, because you did have the Wheel of Fortune, So this may very well come back and work out in your favor. However, as of right now, March 1st through the 15th, for whoever this resonates with, this may not happen that quickly, okay? It doesn't mean it won't happen. But if it is a third-party situation, I think that Spirit's advice is the best. It's move on from that and let the dust settle on that. It's a bit too much for you to take on. Okay? And it's funny, you have the Nine of Pentacles now, so Pentacle, Earth energy, with the Six of Swords. So forward movement to calmer waters. All right, Taurus. So I hope that confirmed or clarified. If you need further clarity or confirmation, you can email me at pinkpineappletarot@gmail.com, and I'll be responding to more emails today. So I guess look out for your next half of March's readings soon. Okay. All right, love you guys. Thanks for being patient, and I'll see you all shortly.